Okay, so you've just seen an example of, let me just show you here by the way so you can see. All right, so I took that position on pound dollar. I thought I had made 17 points. I didn't. I made 14 points. That's why I only have $140 there. So I wanted to give you an example of a buy currency grid, what it looks like. And here is one right now, the dollar CAD. Notice the difference. We've got green boxes now, and notice that our 1 minute, okay, and when we sold the pound dollar over here, our 1 minute box was leading. It was in a ascending order, so our 1 minute was leading, then the 5 minute, then the 15, and so on. We waited for a deep retracement into the area to sell it. To buy it now, it's the other way around. We're going to look for leading boxes in the 1 minute, in this case a green box like this, and then we want to see an ascending order. So we've got other boxes again following ascending. Normally we would like to see a 5 minute next, but I know the 15 minutes shows up here. That's not a problem. Still our 1 minute box is leading, so this is still what we would call a vanilla trade, a buy currency, because you can see the traffic really is down here. This is where all the traffic is at. Once we can clear this area and we can clear this slow traffic up here at 2611, look at the clear roads we have to the north. They're green. All right, so what we want to do is wait for this price level to pull back into these levels here before we go ahead and take an entry. Now I know many of you would say, well, why aren't you buying it here? And the reason for this is, in this business, again, part of the thing you have to learn is patience. And sometimes when the bus, as we call it, when the bus or the train has left the station, the last thing we want to do is chase it. We want to wait for it to slow down, come back to us, and at that point in time, if it's a good level for us and we consider it to be a good level, we'll go ahead and get on and hopefully we can go ahead and ride it. But at this point in time, it would not be wise for us to try to get this trade, as this would be what we would call a chasing the trade, and that's not what we want to do in this business. We always want to wait the trade to come to us. We don't want to go to it. So what we'll do here is hopefully we'll wait, we'll be patient for this to pull back to this area, and at that time we can go ahead and enter on a buy, and then hopefully then it'll bounce back up and it'll retest or try to test this level up here if it hasn't done so already. And then if it can break through this level, the slow car at 28, then who knows, we'll probably see this one next. But again, I just wanted to give you another example of a buy grid and what it looks like. And again, in this case, it's dollar CAD. Okay, this is the currency we're looking at, and we're looking, if we're going to buy, remember the leading currency, the one in front, is the action we're going to take. So in this case, since we want to buy, what we're doing is we're buying dollars, that's US dollars, and we're selling dollar CAD, and all of that gets done automatically. You don't have to think about it. The combination is there. It was immediately when you click, that gets taken care of. So this is what a buy grid would look like, and again, I'm just waiting here, and hopefully what I'll do is I'm going to give this a chance, and if it comes back, I'll go ahead and buy it. In the meantime, let's discuss a little bit about spreads, because everyone always wants to know what is the difference here in these prices. And as you can see, there's a buy side and there's a sell side. This is normally if you notice your sell side in this position here, you've got a difference of 5 points. So if we wanted to sell right now, this is the price we would get. This is the price that we would get here, 20. If we would want to buy, this is the price we would get. The difference between 20 and 25, that's what's called a spread. That's what your broker, okay, is charging you. And they make money every time you get into a trade, but that's the money they make right there, the difference of that spread. That's all you're going to be charged. Depending on the currency and how much and how liquid that currency is, these spreads will vary from broker to broker. Now, a lot of people always ask us, do I have to use your broker? No, you don't have to use our broker, but we recommend when you start that you do, because we want to simplify the process for you. And trust me, when you're trying to learn this business, what you want is simplicity. And if you're trying to use our tool to make a decision whether you're buying or selling, and at the same time you're trying to activate the buy or sell from another broker, it can get pretty confusing. So specifically, if you're new at this and you're just learning this business, we encourage you to use our broker so you can immediately click buy and sell right off of our software. And again, less moving parts, you're less prone to make mistakes. Some of the other features we have with our software, which is it is a very simple software, and it's been designed specifically for beginners, as we have some other features built into this that really simplifies your training process. Now, there are other softwares out there from other brokers that, again, they have a lot of bells and whistles, but it would take you a lot longer to learn it, and like I said, which means you're going to be more prone to making more mistakes. So unless you're an advanced trader or somebody who's been doing this for a while and are familiar with some other systems or broker or platforms, our suggestion is you use this one to kind of get yourself going, and you're going to find that, again, in the long run, the simplistic matter of it will help you succeed a lot sooner than when you're trying to learn more than one thing at a time. So again, I'm trying, if you notice, see this 1 minute box, remember where it started. If you pay attention to it, we were down here at 2602. Look how it's recalculated itself up to 2612. This is the beauty of our system, guys. This is the secret to our system. It is dynamic, and that is why we have what we feel is a system superior to anything else out there. In fact, there's nothing else like it. Everything else you look for only shows you this kind of information, charts. And charts are a great thing, and we use them, but it takes time. It takes a long time for most people to learn how to utilize these charts, and how to really digest all this information, and how to be able to decipher what it is you're seeing. And even for professionals, sometimes it can get very diluted and very difficult to understand. We've simplified it so that you can utilize this grid, and as simple as seeing, okay, here we go, we've got a chance here. All right, let's take a buy, hit our 1 minute box. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and say, all right, let's buy it here. You just saw me click that. I'm in at 19. Now the ideal scenario is that it'll hopefully bounce and go back up here and test this level. Let me just make sure that, because I know I'm not logged in here. Let me try this. Okay, there I go. Immediately you see I'm down. I'm negative. Okay, that's okay. That's normal. There's the position. I have it. And this tells me my activity that I've had for the day. Immediately you see down here I'm down 10 points because, again, the price has moved down further. One of the nice things I like about the system, and I was talking about simplistic, is immediately one of the things we like to do is click on, as soon as you get into a trade like this, we like to protect yourself, because, again, this business, there is risk. And never, when we take a position, do we want to get into it with unconditional risk. We know there's a risk, and we want to limit that risk. So immediately what I've done is I've placed what's called an AOL order, and it shows up, as you can see it here, with one cancel the other. And I'm going to go ahead and put that, and what this does is it limits the amount of money I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to lose 20 points, or I'm going to make 20 points, but that's about it. And so immediately I get protected, so that in case for some reason this does not work out and it goes against me, I'm only going to lose $200. Okay, but if it does work, which I expect it could work, then I can make $200. And